Hello future Sky Soldiers of the Rock, I'm Sergeant Poos, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your ACH, your Advanced Combat Helmet, to the Rock standard. So this is what it looks like. Alright, and what you're going to do is that the first thing is you're going to place loom tape right over here. I covered it up with 100 mile power tape, but you're going to place loom tape with your battle ruster written on it. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so I have everything laid out for you over here. So here you have your Advanced Combat Helmet with the hook discs on the inside. I left the crown pad right over here because I didn't want to lose its position. So the positioning of the crown pad is essential for the comfort of the ACH on your head. So I recommend that you actually place it on just like this, and then you place the ACH on your head and see if it's straight. Because if the crown pad is positioned a bit too much to the left or to the right, it's going to be lopsided. And if it's too far forward, it's going to be to the rear. And then if it's too far back, it's going to be leaning forward, right? So make sure that the crown pad is positioned properly and just centered overall on your head. All right, so here you have your two trapezoid pads over here. You got your four oval pads right over here. We have our helmet cover. We got our infamous rock hair right over here. We have our helmet band right over here. We have our two goggle retainer straps right over here. We have our Headloc Chinstrap right over here and our base plate. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to place the helmet cover with the rear of it, this is the rear side, on first. Okay, we're going to start from the rear and then work forward on the helmet. Alright, so we're just going to kind of casually place it on there, nothing permanent, okay, so don't go ahead and place all the straps, okay? Alright. So just kind of like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our Headloc Chinstrap and we're going to place the nape pad, which is the rear of the Headloc Chinstrap, over here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up those screws. So here I have a set of instructions. So as you can see over here, it's called a ballistic screw and a T-nut. Okay, so this is your T-nut right over here. And this is your ballistic screw. Alright, so you're just going to place that T-nut right in there, just like this. Okay, you're going to then place this piece through the hole right over here in your helmet cover. So right over here, okay? Now, I'm going to kind of position it close to the hole over here inside the helmet. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a goggle so securing strap, right? And I'm going to place it through the hole right over here inside that helmet cover. I'm going to place my ballistic screw through there. Alright, so here we are, just like this. Make it easy for ourselves. Alright, so now I'm going to place it inside that hole, right there, just like this. And I'm going to screw it in. So the instructions say that you can use a large coin. So you can use a large coin. What they're really alluding to is a quarter. Because when you try to use a €2 coin or a €1 coin, it's too big. Okay? So use a quarter or use a screwdriver, which is my preferred method here. Okay, so screw it, but not too tight. Just kind of get it on there. Nothing permanent. We'll finish that off later. Alright, so now we're going to do the same for the opposite side over here. Grab the headlock attaching strap and place it through the hole of the helmet cover, just like this. And then grab the goggle retainer strap, make sure the snap fastener is facing outwards, and then place it through the hole of the helmet cover as well. Let's give the coin a shot. Yeah, that works. Okay, alright. I'll finish it off with an actual screwdriver, okay? But again, right now we're just kind of just placing it on there, nothing crazy. We're not doing a permanent tension on that ballistic screw. Alright, so there it is. So now we can still kind of move this around. Same for the opposite side over here. Okay, we're going to do the same for the front side over here. Make sure there's no twists. So here we are, just like this. Boom, there it is. Okay, through the hole right here. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to bring in my ballistic screw and bring it through right over here. As you can see, I can make the hole align with the other hole. Okay, so the hole of the helmet cover line up with the hole inside the ACH, and now I can go ahead and screw it in. Okay, but nothing permanent yet. Okay, all right. Let's do the same for the opposite side over here. Okay. All right. There it is. Just like that. All right. So now what we can do is properly tighten off our straps right over here and just attach those. All right. So here's for our base plate. And I'm going to place it right into that hole on the front right here. Okay. Just like that. Now I'm going to place this with this end first. But again, nothing permanent, okay? Let's see, maybe that is a bit too tight because I need to be able to place my helmet band right between the, like right over here, okay? So the helmet band's gonna be placed right there. Okay. All right, that should work. All right, so now let's start with the helmet band. So, helmet band, we're gonna start off with the rear. So the rear, you got your cat eyes right over here. And let's see, make sure that my name is not upside down. So there it is. All right, so you're gonna place your helmet band through your goggle retainer straps, just like that. Okay, just like this. And now I'm just going to bring my helmet band forward over here. All right, just gonna bring it in just like that. All right, so we're gonna try to squeeze that in under that base plate on the front side. Let's go ahead and seal it off. That should do it. Okay. All right, guys, so now you're going to secure your helmet band with 4 pieces of 550 cord. So it's going to be 2 in the front and then 2 in the rear. So we're missing this one. We're going to place that one on together right now. So you're just going to grab your 550 cord right here, and you're going to size it to the distance between the 2 front bolt ends right over here. Okay, so I'm a size large just to give you an idea. All right, so now I'm just going to cut that open. There it is. And now I'm going to gut my 550 cord. There it is. All right, so now I'm just going to burr off the ends, just like that. There's for one. And there's for the other end. All right, so now I'm just going to place a bite into my 550 cord just like this. And I'm going to place it from top to bottom under my helmet band. So just like this. Okay, now I'm going to place these 2 ends in that loop. So just like this. Here's for one. And here's for the other. Okay, it's going to come in like this. Just like that. So now I have my locking bar on the outside just like this. Okay, the locking bar has to be on the outside. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up this ballistic screw. So I'm just going to grab my flathead screwdriver right over here. And I'm going to undo that ballistic screw just a bit. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide these 2 ends under, and it's just going to be like basically like this under there, and I'm going to tighten it off. All right, so let me bring out the goggle strap retainer over here, the goggle retainer strap. Just bring it out just like that. All right, so now I'm going to slide this one backwards this way. And I'm going to bring that under. Okay, I'm going to try to do that in front of you guys, just like this. Okay, there it is. There's for that end. And then there it is. Okay, there's for this end. Okay, looking good. Do the same for the opposite side. And bring it in under that screw. Maybe I need to release that just a bit more. Okay, and bring it under there. And I'm just going to tighten that all off. All right, let me bring that helmet cover up and over, just like that. Hopefully you guys have an easier time with this. Okay, all right. There it is. All right, so now I'm just going to tighten that off all the away. Okay. Just about, actually. What you don't want to tighten off all the way, because we're still going to adjust for this guy. So make sure that you can still basically move it around a bit. Okay. All right. Place that oval pad back on. All right. So there it is. I'm just going to bring that helmet cover back and over. All right. So there it is, guys. So basically that's what it looks like. Okay. So you can have your 4 pieces of 550 cord around the helmet. I'll probably fix this up later just to make it a bit more clean and make sure that it's even on both sides, so I have a nice straight helmet band that goes all the way around. Okay, all right, so there it is, guys. Now let's just carry on. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your trapezoid pad with the thinner portion close to the crown pad, just like this. Okay, just like that, on the edge of your ACH. Do the same over here where you can have your oval pad. Now we're just going to place it and cover the bolt end right over here. Okay, just like that. Do the same for this one right over here. Okay, and this is right now, we're just doing this so that we can place the ACH on our head and kind of get a feel for the comfort. Okay, here I'm covering the bolt end over here and the bolt end over here. Okay, so now I'm just going to place it on my head and see how it feels, and feel a bit of see if I'm just going to tug on my chin strap and just kind of get a proper feel for it. I'm going to tighten it up just like this and see if it fits right and everything feels right. Okay, all right, so everything right now, the way everything is angled is proper to my head. So now I'm just going to go ahead and seal them off. All right, so now I'm going to make sure that the positioning of these stays permanent. Okay, there it is. All right, so now that is properly secured. These two, so goggle retainer straps, some of them have are just smaller, and those are just, the short ones are literally just to hold the helmet band. So it's just like these just only intended for the helmet band. These ones are intended for the goggles. Okay, let me grab a set of goggles right now just to show you. Okay, so here's your set of goggles over here. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up that snap fastener over here, place that through, and close it, just like that. Do the same for the opposite side right here, and close it. Okay, so you see how that fits perfectly? All right, so then all you gotta do is you're gonna have your goggles like this. Obviously you can take your cover off, and that's what it would look like, okay? So then you could wear your goggles easily just like this, okay? So easy to place on, so now that's what these two are for, okay? So now you know. All right, always place the goggle cover to protect your lens, and there it is. All right, so now all we need to do is place our rock hair. Okay, so for that I'm just gonna fold mine in half just like this. Okay, what I'm going to do is, you see how I've kind of let me show you. I have kind of like a triangle shape right here. That's going to be for the front, and this is going to be for the sides. Okay, so it's going to come on just like this. Okay, and all you got to do is just tuck it into that headband, and it's a done deal. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. All right, and kind of fluff it up. Do what you want. Add some straw. Add some whatever, and there it is, guys. Okay. So that's what it looked like. Then you just tilt it up for, you know, adding your rhino mount, and but there it is, guys. All right. So this is how you set up your ACH to the rock standard.